Hello class, welcome to Reality Bites for Public Speaking Module 3. We're going to take a look at this week's important assignment, which is your outline for your speech. And then we're going to see how that might apply to some real life after school scenarios. So let's dig in. You have to make an outline for a speech. I like to liken all of the speech to the metaphor of flying a plane. It's important to have a great introduction, which means you've got to take off well. You know, it can kind of create a little bit of nerves and make everybody a little suspicious if your takeoff is awkward and bumpy and seemingly dangerous. And then you've got all these things that you have to navigate through flight. You have to know you're going in the right direction. So the outline really sets the direction from point A to point B. And how you get there, you might have to course correct throughout, but it is really important to know and chart your course. And so an outline, whether you have a main body point, your transition from one spot to the next spot, navigating the turbulence mid-flight, and all of the things that need to happen to make things smooth and make sure you reach your destination. And then when you get there, a lot of people like to end their speech with a very abrupt landing. And I don't know if you've ever been a part of one of those hard landings where you hit and maybe even the plane bounces. That feels terrible, and it's kind of scary as well. And that is dangerous. Same thing with a bad conclusion on a much lesser scale of danger, but you could ruin a really great speech with a bad landing. And so you want to make sure that you tie it all back together, you restate some of the premise, the thesis of your introduction, and you have a really nice conclusion that helps people know that you have made your point, you've given them something to think about or an action to take, and then you're good. So think about flying a plane. Good introduction, strong main body points with good transitions between them, and then finally landing the plane well, restating your thesis, closing it down, giving people a chance to feel like the plane has landed and we're good. Now this applies to real life. A lot of people don't get to where they're going very well or at all if they don't have a plan. The outline is really to get you to think logically, think forwardly, think in a way that's proactive and not reactive. The outline is your guide, and it is the thing that gives you that sense of you know you have a plan, you know you've prepared, you know where you want to go with a speech, and that gives you confidence. A lot of people fail at public speaking because they don't have that kind of preparation and that plan that gives them confidence. The outline is there that you take with you, and you always have it with you in the podium, and you know where you're going. You don't read a speech. Most people can't do that well. You don't go up with just a couple bullet points. Most people don't do that well either. But you go in with a solid outline, and you always know what you can come back to when you lose your train of thought. But if you go in prepared with that outline, you're going to knock it out of the park. So that's Reality Bites for this week. I look forward to seeing your outlines eventually as you're thinking through your speeches, and hopefully you're having a great week. See you guys online. Bye.